hello, or as my dad would say answering the phone, yellow. Anyway, today I'd like to move to the N in the fasting acronym that we're using towards spiritual growth during this time of fasting from being apart. N standing for new ground in submission and faith. New ground in submission and faith. And one of the ways we move toward new ground spiritually is to realize that it's there. It's not just there for people that don't have the problems or the stuck points we do. It's not just there for those that don't have an addiction or that don't have a worry rut they can't seem to get out of and they keep slipping back in. It's there for everyone. As we increase our submission to Christ, as we trust in Him increasingly, we will move toward and gain new ground spiritually. And right now, with the increased difficulty that many are facing who have their jobs and have to work right now, not only a hard job, but increased paperwork and just a lot of red tape. With these kinds of stresses, and with those that don't have bids coming in, they don't have people calling to contract them, and they can't go make bids, they're just not having work. And with those whose businesses are closed down, this is huge financial and emotional stress. Right now is an opportunity for new ground spiritually. Unless we love being angry, depressed, hopeless, or even suicidal, and I don't mean to say that in a light way, I'm serious when I say that. Unless we like being really down and having a dark point of view, this is a really key time to gain new ground spiritually. There's an old saying that goes something like, better get land, get some ground of your own because God isn't making any more of it. But God actually has new ground for us, whether we can see it, whether we can imagine it or not. Lisa was recently sharing with me a quote from David Powlitz, and he does a lot of writing with another favorite author. I love anything by him, and I love anything that I've read so far by Edward T. Welch. And David Powlitz said, God reserves the right to work beyond our imagination. And again, I'm sharing some of Lisa's quiet time that she shared with me with permission. But you think of how in Exodus 14, God led the people out of Israel. God was leading Moses leading the people. And pretty soon thereafter, the Egyptian army, really angry, comes thundering after God's people. And God leading Moses leading the people, they come right up to a dead end, right up to entrapment, right up to the Red Sea. Did Moses see, could he imagine the path that God would make from that point across and through the Red Sea? Of course not. Along with that, would you please jot down 2 Kings chapter 3. It's just too long of a story to tell right now. And I really want you to prayerfully read it yourself and ask the Spirit to speak to you as you do. In 2 Kings chapter 3, you'll read about Jehoshaphat and also Elisha, and big army in a big desert, no water, about to go against a bigger army. Big trouble, no imaginable way out. It looked really grim. But when you read that, you realize this is the same God. This is the same God that we have access to through our Lord Jesus Christ with our money concerns, with our job concerns, with our loved ones that we're concerned for right now, with all the unknown things, with the amount of stress that some people are just being crushed by right now. So He is not limited to our imagination. He has new ground for us in submission and faith. God bless you.